My name is Edmond Wong. This is a family-run business. We call ourselves Kim Choo Kueh Chang. We've been around since 1945 and we specialize in selling rice dumplings. This business started off from my grandma, whose name is Kim Choo. She started the business since 1945 during the harshest times of our era. The varieties of rice dumplings that we have here is a wide variety. There is the Nonya Chang, there is the traditional salty Chang, there is the salty Chang with salted egg, there's Cantonese rice dumplings, there's XO rice dumplings. Different dialect groups will have different preference in how they want to put the fillings in to make the rice dumplings. But traditional Qi Yuan 端午节 rice dumplings are typically seen as a pyramid-shaped rice dumpling. My grandma shared a lot of things to us as we are her grandchild. Not so much about the business, but the importance for us to understand family heritage and culture. So there's one thing that I always have fond memories about and always remember to this day is that she would share things like, do you know why we eat kuehs? And I would say, I don't know, Grandma. And she used to tell me when I was much younger, she would say, how about the kueh lapis kueh? And then she would ask me, how would I eat it? I tell her, I like to peel it layer by layer. And then she would say things like, why do you, or why would I peel it layer by layer? I said, I don't know. I just enjoy peeling it. And she would say things like, yes, and that's the whole purpose. You should enjoy life as it should be. The different colors that forms the kuehs differentiate themselves in terms of how it identifies the different phases of our lives. So the brighter colors could represent happy moments, success in lives. The duller colors could represent failures or sad moments in life. You would then see the beautiful rainbow because you piece the good and bad memories together. So don't rush through life. Life is meaningful, life is beautiful, and we should treasure life. And I guess the reason why we want to maintain this business very much is to maintain our grandma's legacy. But I guess all this is part of family culture. Eventually, once we know how to wrap, it's not only an obligation, it became like a responsibility that we have to continue to pass this down to the next generation. Slowly, spoon of rice. Now, the reason why we don't put too much rice is that because rice expands when you cook it. As a next generation business owner, the main challenge would be to adapt and to convince the generation before us that there are certain things that ought to be changed. All these were part and parcels of having to accept changes within the family, and it took quite some time for us to achieve that, yes. Well, in Chinese culture and tradition, it is important for us to remember 端午节. It's not just only about the eating of rice dumpling, but moreover, I guess the eating of rice dumpling is a great opportunity for people to gather. And I guess if there's any importance to it, it'll be the coming together of families and friends to really bond, to establish that phrase we call 凝聚力. So when you go in, you want to do a small paper behind. But right now, the struggle is that synonymously, Kim Choo equals rice dumplings. And we truly hope that our supporters and friends will remember that Kim Choo does not only equal to rice dumplings, it equals to a whole range of cultural experience. I guess culture, if it's alive and if it's a living culture, it should always find it means to evolve and to find new meaning. So in terms of how we appreciate Dragonboat Festival season, or what we call the 端午节, I guess if we would want to understand it first, it originates from China, it is Chinese tradition, and the reason why we eat it is to commemorate a patriot who loved his country so much that he sacrificed his life. If there's anything that we can learn from history, is that I guess as we do this, we can all be contributors to wherever we are to make our country a better place. But also understand that it's not once a year affair. It's an ongoing affair, but I guess during the 端午节, it will be especially meaningful if families could come together to understand and identify that we can do things together and achieve further goals together when we come together as a family unit. And for us, during the festive, it is a great opportunity for us to come together, put whatever that we're doing on our own pace, to just come and wrap rice dumplings together. Now, this is unlike any shape of a pyramid because there's like a curvy area here. Myself, I wrap rice dumplings, and as a mark of proof that I wrap it quite often, is that I have hard layered skins on my fingers here due to the process of wrapping rice dumplings. During the festive season, we all wrap together. I think it is important to know that while this culture might be struggling, that there are people like us who are maintaining the trade. So I guess it would be nice if we know that people better appreciate the culture and know where to find them.